Okay, we'll call a meeting to order in accordance with state statute section 84-1412. The Open Meetings Act is posted on the north wall of the chambers, council chambers for public information. Would you join me in pledge allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Debbie, would you do roll call, please?
Stokely.
Here.
Penrose.
Here.
Swenson.
Here.
Boozy.
Here.
Hugo. Smith.
Here.
Okay, the consent agenda, city appointed boards and commissions, we have none. Fire and rescue departments, we have none. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, treasurer's report. Claims, is everybody got to go through those? We have two add-ons. Black Hills Energy for $123.60 and Dakota Road and Drive for $25,000. Everybody get to see the claims through that? Okay, just need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Motion made by Rusty, seconded by Tom. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Item C, we got an ordinance number 1447, an ordinance to annex a tract of land located in the southeast quarter of section 22 and in the southwest quarter of section 23, P22 North, R6E of the 6 p.m. Cumming County, Nebraska, and be designated as Addition P to the city of West Point, Cumming County, Nebraska. To accept and approve the annexation plat, to repeal all ordinances in part of an ordinance in conflict herewith, prescribing the time when this ordinance shall take effect, and providing for the publication of this ordinance in pamphlet form. So I need a motion to approve this ordinance on its third and final reading.
Make the motion.
Motion made by Mark.
Second.
Seconded by Ryan. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Bids. Public hearings. Resolution. I will now open the public hearing on the resolution of necessity regarding the formation of a sanitary sewer district 2024-1 for the purpose of constructing and proposed improvements to the city's storm sewer system. Tom?
Yeah, basically what this is for the levy system. This is the device that we're going to use to fund that through the bonding process.
Anybody have any comments? Any comments from the public? Okay, I will now close the public hearing. Any further council discussion? I just need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Rusty,
Second.
seconded by Shay. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Bids, paving improvements project number 620-081.
You want to do it there or you want me to?
It's up to you. How to do it.
We opened up the bids at 2 o'clock today. We're just handing out the bid tabs to you. Right now, the bids are, Emmy Collins would be considered a low bid if we chose alternate A, which would include doing that intersection on Park and Colfax. In other words, you'd be removing the brick and doing that intersection. You could save roughly $50,000 if you choose not to do that. In that case, then that would make up from paving the low bid for that project. Quite frankly, the brick isn't in bad shape in that intersection. I know Councilman Deal has expressed an interest in saving that. But
yeah, the brick doesn't seem to be in bad. In that.
no, I mean, that intersection seems to be pretty stable.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of issues with it. Go ahead, anything?
No, we covered it. It's going to be up to you guys if you want to replace it. It's not a necessity, really.
One thing I had about, so since we're on the paving portion of this, it was brought brought to my attention about the alley behind the city auditorium. That whole alley between, I guess it'd be Anastalt Boulevard and Bridge Street. And I think Councilman Hugo has mentioned this as well in a different meeting, about how it's pretty rough back there and maybe it could be looked at for some repaving. And some other of the businesses on that same block brought it up to me as well.
What we could do is, once you award this bid, we can talk to ACES and have them do a change order and see where we are financially on that, and then we can bring it back to you with the September meeting. Would that work, Leanne?
We're early enough that Elkhorn or Emmy Collins, whoever you go with, should be able to squeeze it in, but we want to get going on it to make sure that they have time while they're in town.
Sure, and that's kind of why I brought it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
We can quantify the cost.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the goal, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we can put a cost together so you know if you want to go ahead with
Yeah.
it.
So I mean, based on that recommendation, I would say for the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's take a look at that and then on it.
So award the base bid to Elkhorn paving is the low bid.
Yes.
Start date April 15th, completion June 15th.
Yeah,
Does that work?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So we need a motion to accept.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept that bid. Elkhorn paving.
Second by Mark. Cast your votes, please. Okay.
Thanks, Leanne.
Yep.
Current business, number 1, Earl Boston, conveyance of Scout Memorial Park. Earl, you want to?
Yeah, it's just, I guess everybody knows where the Scout Park is. It's just, we've been maintaining that for the last 17 years or so. I'm not getting any younger, so I thought it should rightfully go back to the city. And everything would be included, I mean, we wouldn't remove anything. I think it's in pretty good shape. So basically, it consists of, maintaining the plants that are there, and it's got automatic sprinkler already, so mowing, snow removal, stuff we've been doing, so.
What do you think about that mural? I mean, how much more life do you think that has in it? How critical do you think that is to that park, Earl? I
That's a
guess
good question. I guess my attitude has been, just let it set, and it's still legible and readable. We priced replacing that, and I would never replace it again, it costs too much money, but it's fine. I think I'd wait a few 5 years or 10 years and see if it still looks okay.
I guess one of the things that we probably should consider, is probably should go to the park board.
Yeah, why,
Since it's, part of the park system, and then come back this way
absolutely.
with their recommendation.
Yeah.
I guess I would encourage you to do that, take it to the park board, and,
Oh, you want me to take it to the park board?
yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
I think you should take it to the park board.
And they'll come back to
And then
us.
they'll make that recommendation to the city.
I can do that.
Okay.
Who does the agenda right now? Is that Deb or?
Usually it goes through the park board president, Tom Crackmore.
Okay, all right. I'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Item 2, West Point Farmers Market, August 17th, hydrant party.
We did this last year thanks to the West Point Fire Department. Last year, obviously, the farmer's market was down behind the theater, so we closed down Anastalt. What we're looking at, I've talked to Shay, and I think he's been in communication with Tom Stratman, is instead just doing it right in front of the fire station. They use what they call, I think it's called a sheet. It's kind of a spray that they actually use to put, my understanding is, between houses if there's a fire to keep whatever. So it's not like a straight hose or a straight hydrant. It sounds like they'd probably be pulling water off of, out of the actual fire station somewhere there. And so we would ask to close down from the alley to the corner in front of the fire station. And obviously, if there's an emergency call, the firemen are gonna be there. They're gonna be the first ones to know that we need to roll up the hose, get everybody out of the way, as firemen are gonna start reporting to that call, and they'll need to get on their way too. So I think it felt like we could manage that if you guys were in favor of it. So we'd like to do that again this year. It was a huge, huge hit, so.
Thank you, Shay.
Well,
I
I did talk to Tom Strong about it, and he was fine with using the front of the fire station to do that. It was just a matter of, we kind of figured that we wouldn't have to close up. It would just be the half block. We wouldn't close off the alley or the part of Main Street, just that little, so that there would be through traffic everywhere except for that little half block there. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's, just wanted to confirm what
Yep.
Tina was saying. So.
Okay, thanks, Dean.
Thank you, Dan.
Excellent.
Any more discussion, or just need motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Motion made by Shay, seconded by Tom. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Item 3, approval of JEO contract amendment, authorizing mayor to sign.
Yeah, basically, this is what I talked about in the past, is this is the construction-based services amendment for $566,000. That's directly related to their contract. That's also part of that lump sum that we were talking about with the levy. So this would be the engineering and inspection fees for that.
Thanks.
Okay.
This is you authorize the mayor to sign it.
I'll make that motion.
Rusty made the motion,
Second.
seconded by Shay. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Item 4, approval to use state bid for purchase of trucks.
We've done this in the past with the police department, we've done this with other vehicles. The state actually goes out for bids, quantity of vehicles, and they're willing to pass that savings on to the communities. In this case, we were looking at replacing one vehicle and probably replacing one in the electric department also with an F-350 with flatbed for the electric department. And then another service truck to replace the 05 that's in the water sewer department. So, I mean, they only have a ton of miles on them, but like I said, they're about due for historical plates if we keep them too much longer.
Yeah.
Well, that's this time. So, yeah, I'm looking, that's what we're looking for, is your authorization to go ahead and pursue those.
Make a motion.
Motion made by Shay,
Second.
seconded by Ryan. Cast your votes. Okay. Item 5, LB 840 Economic Development Program. Consideration of the following creative expressions: Karen Palmer and West Point Dance Company, Heath and Michaela Graybill.
The LB 840 Citizens Group did meet. Their recommendation is to provide creative expressions, loan of $25,000 at no interest and a $25,000 grant for a period of 7 years. And then the West Point Dance Company, a $22,000 loan and a $22,000 grant for a period of 7 years also. Both those loans are 0 interest. They will run concurrent with the loan/grant.
What are the intended projects you're doing?
Karen, you want to talk about what you're doing with all that money?
It's only true. We purchased the old Atlanta Boutique building. Part of it is for creative expressions for expansion, because we're just growing. And then the front half of it is hopefully for a rental. I've been meeting with the gentleman, and I think we have things about locked down. I had Cody Crackmeyer do some of the work in there, did a great job. I had been looking, I think I've been here before the board before, just saying how much we need rental space and for other businesses, and because I looked for 7 years, but we've gutted it. I was been very wise spending my money because construction costs are just out of this world. But we finished off the back 2/3 for, one area is for shipping and receiving, and then the other area is expansion for our screen printing. We put a 10-foot hole in the back of our building so we can go back and forth. And then we put another opening into the shipping and receiving so we can get it from there. So I have no intentions of finishing upstairs at this time. I don't want to. As was quoted earlier, I'm getting a little age on me, but I want to be I'm very thankful for West Point and the surrounding communities. Cumming County is just a great place for business. Believe it or not, I've been on Main Street now for 21 years. It's just like, wow, it seemed like it was yesterday. And my business is growing. It started with just me, and I'm now to 10 employees. And I'm looking for another employee, so.
I was gonna say, this adds one or two also, doesn't it?
What?
This adds one or two employees also, doesn't it?
Yeah, so.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so now also the bank, we loan the rest of the money from the bank, and there's still more things I want to do to the front. We want to redo the front windows, but my budget was only going to go so far, so we had to kind of stop, but that's kind of down the road. And then eventually I want to replace all the awnings across my building and then the new building too, and just have some unity to them and update them.
Okay.
So, but that will come at a later date, so.
That's awesome.
But yeah, anybody's welcome to stop in. I like to show off my building. I love old buildings, old homes. I call them my own special blankets. It's just a way to use what we have rather than having to always build. And the opportunity came for me to buy that building, and so we took it.
Great, thank you.
But thank you.
Yeah, the other one is the West Point Dance Company. Basically, Michaela is outgrown the existing facility, so they're adding a substantial portion to the back of the facility down there. I don't know if you guys have been past that, so this can be a good addition for them too. They really expanded that property.
Very nice.
Is there any more discussion? What'd you say?
So I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion made by Rusty,
Second.
seconded by Tom. Cast your votes, please. Okay. Item 6, special designated liquor permits. Rush's Liquor Store for GACC Booster Club for a fundraiser on September 21st, 2024. Rush's Liquor Store for the GACC Booster Club Supper on August 16th, 2024. Need a motion to approve these?
So moved.
Huh? Oh, I didn't get that.
The Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
And then one for the Roadhouse for West Point Car Show on September 15th, 2024 at the Nielsen Center.
So moved.
Motion made by Tom, seconded by Mark. Okay. Item 7, approval of the council affiliated claim of Hugo Plumbing and Heating for services and supplies.
Can we really vote for this if he's not even here?
This is the least amount we've seen in a while.
Okay, who wants to make the motion? Tom?
Yeah.
I guess.
And Jay? Cast your votes. Okay. Then we have a resolution number 2024-18.
Yeah.
To approve Christensen Construction Company change order in the amount of $10,637.24 for the West Point Aquatic Center project. Motion made by Mark.
What's this for?
This is for the autofill system. They put a downgraded autofill system in there that didn't work, didn't handle the capacity that it needed to. So we asked them to change that out and go to the upgraded one. So we're paying the difference of the upgraded unit. They scaled that back in their value engineering process. which,
Sounds like you got a problem. not us.
Exactly, I agree with that.
but, yeah, I mean, I don't, it wasn't keeping up, it just really wasn't, so.
So now they're gonna make us pay for it?
Well, we're paying for part of it, we're not paying for all of it. Because the original was a little over 18,000, I said no,
Right, yeah.
so.
Made the motion? Tom, and then who seconded it? Shay? Okay. Cast your votes, please. Right, reports.
Doesn't matter, I mean, apparently my vote is whatever.
I don't have anything.
I got a list. Couple things we're still working on. One is I did talk to Edmonton's. They're gonna talk and get back to me on that. He said one of they gate, and then we'll get all the races and do that survey process if they choose to pursue that. The other thing is we did that chip seal, which you approved payment for today, which is what, Tom, you're asking for. Do it down on Bridge, I believe it is around the corner, so if you get a chance to go down there and take a look at that, take a look.
They did do it, is that your time?
They did do it, yes.
Today.
Yeah, they just did it today. It kind of turned into kind of a fluke because we got this flyer in the mail. And I told Glenn, I said, let's see what these guys will do, and they were available, so we gave it a shot.
Nice.
August, as far as the Eagles goes, Damien gave them till the August 2nd to respond. And I did talk to Damien today, and they have yet to respond, so that will be back on your agenda probably for the September meeting. I would expect that. The other thing too is we're starting to work on putting together like a downtown improvement district. I'm gonna start working in that direction. Work with ACES, and then I think we'll have to work with the Chamber and Northeast once they get their staffing situation squared away up there.
We've got it almost taken care of.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna get that ball rolling. So we can try one more thing in here. The other thing is we're working on land acquisitions. We're getting close on those. We're working through Ben Borgman on that. We'll be talking to some of the landowners today for levy. And things keep going. That's it for now.
Mark?
Nope.
Tom?
No, on that section of Bridge Street and Dean Street that we did, like he said, I'd like you guys to go look at it, but it's gonna take some time for all that to set up. It isn't gonna be like it is forever. It's gonna eventually get a hard surface on it. But it's kind of our test street here, so we can see what it's like, because I'd like to see more of the streets in this town get the same thing.
Very good.
How long should we wait?
I'd say probably a couple months.
You got time to go down there.
I just try to rush down there after this meeting or get a little bit.
It takes it a while to set up.
All right. Shay?
I'm good.
Okay, I just need a
So moved.
Wow.
Tom and Rusty. Mark? All right. Thank you.
Go next door. Texted that.